Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. We're the only show that combs through early betting patterns, tells you exactly where you might want to steer clear of public opinion. Today, we've identified three more college basketball plays where I think early public betting trends are misguided. And in all three instances, I love the number that we're getting. So today, it's one of those days where I think our three-pack is a pretty powerful three-pack. Also available, go to pickdawgz.com. I have three more winners. I mean, if you were with us last night, more profit last night. We're on a 7-1 run in college basketball for our all access customers. It's, I can tell you this. Number 4 on the leaderboard right now. And one thing I always tell people is don't wait till you're on top. Take the elevator ride up. That's where you make the money, because it's honestly, when you're on top, it's hard to stay there. It really is. This thing that we do called wagering, it is like this. You try to have it as level as possible, but you want to make sure when you identify a handicapper, whether it's me or somebody else, get on the hot train. That's where you make your cash, and that's what we're doing right now in college basketball. We are definitely going back for more tonight, and I'm so confident in where I am right now in college hoop that I went into my season pass and slashed it $200. Now you can get every single one of my regular season selections, including my the conference tournaments and the NCAA tournaments, along with all the smaller tournaments that surround the NCAA tournament. Get it all right now, $299.99. That's less than $3.99 a day, round or about. Definitely less than $100 per month. And of course, also my 30 and 90-day all access pass is available. Get every single one of my plays from college football on fire on college sports. College football, NBA, college basketball, NHL, NFL, get it all for one low price. If you don't have it right now, that's fine. Grab the credit card, just pay it off a little at a time. Let's roll our sleeves up and let's get to work. 2024 is right around the corner, so we want to make sure that this is going to be our absolute best year ever. And if you want to take the plunge, our annual pass is up there right now. You can start on January 1st, and we could go all the way through 2024, and that's definitely the best way to go. So all that is available to you. Let's get to our free plays, as the hype section of this video is now over. 7 o'clock Eastern time. We'll start off with 607, 608, and that's the game number. Bradley Braves, Akron Zips. Akron -1, 137.5. We see 93% of the money coming in on the Zips. That has not budged this number because it's not significant money from significant people. You can get a 1.5 at offshore sites, but 1 is the consensus number, so we'll definitely use that. 71% of the tickets are also squarely on Akron, but still, again, I expect that percentage to move. I just like to play here, so I'm not trying to go against the public here. I know it's a very small amount as we're talking right now. So we've seen Bradley. They won this last meeting by 19 points last year. They face a Zips team who is 2-0 at home. They've lost 3 straight games overall, though, and Bradley is 6-2. 2 of those losses have come in the Missouri Valley Conference. So to say that we're kind of getting a desperate team that wants to wipe the bad taste out of their mouth with Bradley, I think that's a pretty accurate statement. I expect Connor Hickman to have a big game tonight. Now, if you're asking about Connor Hickman, we saw him get helped off the court in their last game. By all accounts, and I got guys that do this for a living that will tell me if anything's going on. By all accounts, Hickman is going to play tonight. That may change going up towards game time, because sometimes when you're dealing with lower body injuries, that they wait until the last minute, and even then you might not get him 100%. But everything that I'm being told, he is ready to go. In fact, he's not even on an injury report. So if you're thinking about that's my latest news on that. And of course, when Hickman plays, I mean, he is the point guard that runs that team. So he is the engine, and if he doesn't play, things are completely have been, I don't want to say discombobulated, but you know what I mean. So with Hickman in the lineup, I feel good about this. you know, there is no anything about this injury being an issue. So don't worry about that. Although I think that is probably what's driving that money here, because if you're just looking at this game and thinking, wow, 93% of the money coming in on the Zips, why would that be? They're both really not playing that great. Well, I think the injury to Hickman is what is driving that, and people are kind of saying, well, if he doesn't play, I'm getting the size that I want, and if he does play, even if it is he 100%. So anyway, on to that. Take the Braves plus the points there, plus the point there. 7 o'clock Eastern Time, game 609, 610. Providence Friars versus the Oklahoma Sooners. Sooners -5, 142.5. This total has plummeted. It's from 146.5 to 142.5, and I'm like, just keep it coming. We see 84% of the money that's on the under. We see 67% of the tickets. The Sooners have played extremely well defensively, so I can see where this is all coming from. But what's impressed me way more, if you watched Oklahoma, especially in that USC game, offensively, they are fantastic. They don't shoot a lot. Well, I mean, they do. I mean, above average. But, man, they 52% from the floor this year. They're 10th in the nation in shooting. That's propelled them to 15th in the nation in scoring with almost 87.5 points a game. I think the Friars and Bryce Hopkins will be efficient enough to push this over to 142.5. Wait before game time to see if you can get a better number on this. But once you feel like it is solid, go ahead and take the over 142.5. And then game number 3, Villanova is on the road against Kansas State, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. That's game 6-13, 6-14. The Wildcats have struggled of late against teams you would think, and talking about Kansas State, they have struggled against teams that you would have thought that they would handle pretty well. We're talking about Oral Roberts. We're talking about North Alabama, the Jaguars. Kansas State was a combined 33-point favorites against those two teams. They managed to win both of those teams in overtime by a combined 11 points. They were lucky against North Alabama. If you watch that game, they were down by 5 points with 27 seconds to go, and they pulled that out. So I have my numbers. I have the Wildcats, and I'm talking about Kansas State, as a 6-point favorite. I think they're better than Villanova, especially with Villanova having to go on the road. I don't think we're going to see Kansas State shoot 35% like they did last time out. Villanova has been horrible from the field for most of the season. I'm not sure if this is exactly who this team is going to be, but I know who they are right now, and I cannot put my money behind them to go on the road against Kansas State and get the win. I don't think Kyle Neptune's team is going to remedy their shooting woes on the road. I think you have to go home for those sort of things. So we're going to take the Wildcats, Kansas State, plus 2.5 in this game. So that does it for our 3 games. Please go to pickdawgz.com right now. Get involved with one of my many packages available, including my 3-pack or college basketball 3-pack, just $49.99. My 30-day all-access pass, $399.99, or my 90-day all-access pass, $869.99. All those are locked in as we speak, and of course individual games are up there as well. I was 3-0 in college basketball yesterday on the show. On the site, I've hit 62% of my college basketball plays over the last week, so there's no better time than right now to join me. So let's keep building that bankroll. Just to recap our free plays: Bradley plus 1.5, Providence and Oklahoma over 142.5, and Kansas State plus 2.5. So that does it for today's show for Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. I wish you nothing but the best with your wagers on Tuesday.